Last week we made one very important update on how we run the autonomous maintenance pipeline. And to simplify, whenever people speak about data-led maintenance, as per our sort of understanding and hypothesis that we formed, is that one important aspect that is critical to data-led maintenance is how when a fault sort of gets triggered, how is it triaged, analyzed, and what goes specifically to the supervisory handoff, which means does the agent at any point in time think that this particular fault needs to be reviewed by a particular supervisor or a human reviewer or an engineer. So we added the supervisory handoff. We felt that there was always a missing link, although the agent, through whatever skills it has, was analyzing. We always felt that that was an important missing link. In this case, if you see, there's a particular fault that triggered on a fan coil unit. You can see the visualization that's there. But most importantly, you will be able to see on the right-hand side how the agent OMI is doing what it needs to do from a reliability and an engineering point of view, analyzing what is the trend, how does it add up on physics-based modeling, or when you're looking at first principles, so on and so forth. And then sort of towards the end, which is what I wanted to show, that it does its own analysis and handover analysis. So when you look at the review of independent analysis, it says that when it's done, it says FCU's heating command is fully engaged, but space temperature continues to drop and fluctuate. Right, and this indicates a real loss of heating effectiveness or control failure. And then it also gives justification. But most important part is that we always wanted a handoff to happen from a point of view of saying, okay, what exactly is it needed for a human reviewer, or a human reviewer is actually really important for it to come. In this case, it first decides that there's enough evidence for a work order to be generated. And then once it says so, then the governance guardrails kick in. We often have heard about governance. Governance, the way we look at it is when you generate, because the ultimate objective of generating a work order or actually doing a data-led maintenance is to be able to minimize the total number of times someone goes to a particular asset within the constraints that are available on that particular facility. In this case, we check whether the asset has any constraints, design, lifecycle, legacy, which could restrict a work order generation. If it passes, then it goes to facilities, which means what is the SLA or the contract that the FM is running with the particular facility. And again, this is not if then else logic. This is pure reasoning. You can obviously improve the reasoning, give more guardrails. And since in this case, it says it's a fan coil unit, not a very critical asset. There's obviously is a performance deterioration, but some of the criteria aren't met. So I don't think we should be able to generate a work order. It should, because there's a genuine issue, and there are no handoff notes available from the past, then that's why I would recommend that you go ahead and investigate it. So that's just a point, one of the learnings that we've had, and wanted to show how triaging works on Zempler without human intervention.